this is how we're gonna go ahead and map out or design the eyelash look that our client wanted based on the consultation we did. So our client said she wanted hybrid, so I'm gonna go ahead and check off hybrid. Next thing, she said she wants it really curly. Now, the really curly area is all my D's, right? Because we said B is more natural, C is average curly, D is really curly. So I'm gonna pick one of these curls, okay? And some eyelashes come in D's, D pluses, DDs. Usually if it's a D plus or a DD, it's curlier than regular D. So for her, I'm gonna go ahead and select a D or D plus based on the eyelashes I'm gonna use. I already have in mind I want to use the mink eyelashes, and those are D's, and then the mega volumes, those are D pluses. So I'm gonna use 2 of these forms. And then the thickness, what did we say that determines the thickness, right? We said the style. If it's classic, it's 0.10 and above. If it's volume, it's 0.10 and below. So all of these are used for volume. And since she selected hybrid, I'm gonna have to use some volume eyelashes and some classics, right? For me, my go-to thickness for volume is either 0.5 or 0.7. So for example, I'm gonna go with the 0.5 for her. The 0.5s are a little thinner compared to the 0.7s, just FYI. Then my go-to length for classic is usually 0.15. So that's what I'm gonna use when I put in the classic pieces on there, okay? And then as far as length, I'm gonna go ahead and use the lengths based on what she said. So she said she wanted a medium length. So the short is 6 through 11 millimeter, medium is 10 through 14 millimeter, and long is 14 through 18 millimeter. So since she wanted medium, we're gonna use anything between 10 to 14, right? So I can use any of these lengths. So when I'm designing, some people use 2 lengths or 3 lengths. For example, if I'm gonna use, let's say 3 lengths for this mapping, I could use 3 lengths within the 10 through 14. So for the lengths, if I want to use 3 lengths and she selected a medium, I could use them in order 10, 11, and 12. So this is what I'm choosing to use for her. If I wanted more jump between the shapes, I can skip 1 length. So I can do 10, 12, and 14 instead of 10, 11, 12. So for her, we want a very smooth transition from the shape. So we're gonna go ahead and use the 10, 11, and 12. So those are the lengths we're gonna use. Next thing, we asked her what style does she want? Does she want doll eye or cat eye? And she said she wanted doll eye. So what does doll eye mean? It means in the center, it's gonna be the longest part. And what is my longest part? Size 12, right? So in the very center, I'm gonna use 12. Then we're gonna taper down, and the shorter is gonna be inner and outer. So the next size I'm gonna use is 11. Then I can use 10 and 10 here. If I wanted to use 4 lengths, let's say I also use the 9, then I can use this as a 9 instead. So it could be 9, 10, 11, center, 12. Or if I wanted, within these 3, I can use 12, 12, 12. And then only in the inner and outer corners, I could use the 11 and 10. So those are all options, and it's all preference. So just know that, okay? There's no really wrong way, just what you prefer. But I would say in the beginning, pick one way of doing it and stick to it until you guys get really comfortable, and then you can play around with the different lengths. But that's generally how we would map it out.